Okay, so what's going to be here is we'll have a big glazed entrance and you'll be able to come in, be a mezzanine immediately above us, and walk in and there'll be a reception area just about sort of here, which views right the way down the building so that the staff can keep an eye on what's going on, to keep it all nice and safe. Off to your left will be all the sort of boring changing and everything like that. The stairs are going to be sort of here, so you can run up the stairs onto the mezzanine, and once you're on the mezzanine, so pretend we're a bit higher now, you'll have sort of a narrow, long bouldering wall on the back wall, but it'll all be open on this side, so you'll be able to look down onto the rest of the climbing area from upstairs when you're sitting around having a cup of tea or coffee. So back down the stairs. Okay, so coming in, you'll come in directly in front of reception, you'll come through a sort of gap between the stairs and the climbing surfaces over here. And once you're into the main part, what you'll see is the wall sweeping down that side, coming back towards you on a sort of the big thing we're calling a comet, on a sort of rib, and then it will drop back in again right to the end and then sweep back up on this side. So you can go either side, and round the back of the rib there'll be a little way that connects it through. Hopefully we've got the balance of it all right, because on this side just here, sort of tucked in under the mezzanine a bit, it's going to be probably the steepest part, which is I think it's going to be about 50 degrees angle, so a bit steeper than our old wall, sort of come up and out round the end of the mezzanine in a sort of barrel shape. Over here you're going to have a sort of, we've been calling it the black hole because it's a sort of space, hole in space sort of shape is where the idea came from, Scott's idea. And that'll be, it's almost like a bit of a double bulge. And that's going to be quite steep, probably about 15 degrees, little sort of various angles. And as we move further down the wall, it'll ease off slightly as the wall gets a bit, as the area gets a bit narrower. So it'll be mainly vertical here, and then it'll become much steeper as you turn round onto the rib that slides right back up to the middle of, probably past the middle of the floor here. And this will all be about between, I think, a minimum of 10 degrees up to about 25 degrees, going all the way. So you have huge potential for some big traverses, big steep traverses. And right at the end of the rib is the sort of particularly steepest part of the comet, which is about about 45 degrees at the end, coming around in a bulge. And that will be about sort of here. So if you're feeling like, really going for it, everybody will be able to see you off the mezzanine behind you, and from reception will be able to watch what's going on and shout encouragement or abuse, who knows. And then back on the other side, on your right, you're going to have slabs, and all the sort of boring stuff like the hold cupboard will be all hidden behind there. Slabs come to about here, and then it becomes a sort of training area, sort of campus board. What else, Scott's on the campus board? Sort of, what do you call it? A sort of
spears, pegboard.
Yeah,
system board.
He's making it up as he's going along. We'll find out what's happening there later, but that's going to be the sort of steep campusy bit, and then it'll go right round to here, and we're going to put what's called a moon board in, which some people may have used them before, which is like a 40-degree wall, and you'll be able to use your phone app to find out whatever the latest problems in the world on a moon board are being done. That's going to be about here, so that's pretty mad. We're thinking we might, if we can, if the structural engineer lets us, we might have a sort of UFO-shaped thing that hangs from down there and you can get onto to hand traverse if it's not too dangerous. I'm really pushing for that, just for the one photo of me actually hanging on it. Then there's some other steep stuff, and then the main steep general face starts about here and goes all the way back, and that varies between about 20, 25, 30 degrees almost all the way. So it's really that'll be quite a powerful experience to be climbing either sideways or up. It's all 4.5, 4.8 meters high, all above 300mm mats, so same sort of standard as Alien 2, but all going to be smooth. It's not going to be featured. It's all going to be super sharp, well, not sharp, but super precise cutting, all CNC machined. No need to slop all sort of fiberglass mix all over it to hide all our poor workmanship. It's going to be absolutely immaculately finished. Really excited about it, and we've started the process. How exciting.